I never know how to start these things off.
Yeah, it's tricky.
So this is the podcast where I try to introduce my girlfriend to new concepts, movies, stuff she hasn't heard of, and then after I introduce it to her, I find out whether she likes it, whether she thinks it's dumb. My name is Kyle, and to my immediate left is
Jess.
And today, Jess, we're going to learn about something called Idiocracy.
Okay.
So what is it? Is it a book, a movie?
Based on the word, I would assume that idiocracy is something to do with idiots.
Okay, that's fair. So what we're going to do is I'll give you a little bit of a hint. It's a movie. And then here's the poster.
Okay. So it's a yellow poster with the main dude, and then it's like got the evolutionary chain, like ape to man, but it looks like they're de-evolving back down. So it's got to be something to do with evolution, maybe something in the future.
Can you make out what's on his t-shirt?
I can't see that far.
It's a brain with the Ghostbusters circle and line through it.
Okay, so it's definitely something to do with intelligence. And maybe he's like a normal dude and he wakes up one day in a society where everybody's just really fucking stupid.
Did I not tell you that she's the best at this?
Is that what it's about?
Well, we're going to find out. But,
okay.
All right, sit back and relax. Guy, I'm not going to say it. You're going to find out. All right, here's the transition music. Playing it now. See you guys in an hour and 24 minutes. All right, so we just watched the movie, Idiocracy. What did you think of it?
Oh, well, it was funny. It was pretty much what I expected it to be.
Yeah, you did a pretty good job guessing what it was going to be about.
Yeah, everybody was pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, so why don't you tell me real quick, a quick plot summary of what it was about.
So this average Joe. Oh, I just got that.
Oh, shit! Look at that.
We both just got that,
yes.
Okay? So this average Joe is working for the military. They decide to take him and this random prostitute and put them in like a hyperbaric chamber for a year just to see if we can put humans to sleep and wake them up later. And the military guy who started this, he got arrested for running a prostitution ring.
The guy went down to talk to a pimp to get a prostitute for the experiment. Yeah. And he was so allured by the pimp lifestyle that he slowly, first he got the gold tooth, and then he called them the N-word when he was, closing them up into, the chamber.
So basically the whole experiment gets forgotten about. The time capsules kind of just get buried under, rubble and shit. It says that, humanity just gets stupider. They wake up because there's a huge garbage problem, and there was a garbage avalanche. Joe crashes through, this dude's apartment. His name's Frito.
Frito was my favorite character.
Yeah, Frito was pretty fucking funny.
That was an awesome name.
Joe wakes up thinking that it's only been a year, because initially that's what they were told. So he finds out it's really 500 years later, and he's freaking the fuck out. He goes to the hospital, and he doesn't pay. Gets arrested for that, and they give him an IQ test in jail. He escapes jail just simply by saying, "No, I'm supposed to be getting out today." He asked the guy to check the computer, and he just ran.
So he's a fugitive.
Yeah, so now he's a fugitive from the law.
I'm pretty sure if he was smart enough, he probably could have figured out a way to get out without running.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, he's not actually smart. Yeah. He's average.
Yeah, that's fair. I actually had that realization watching it. Who did you actually think the smartest person on the planet was? The prostitute. What was her name?
Rita.
Yeah, Rita was smarter than Joe, I felt.
In some aspects, yes, but I think it's more so that Joe was just very oblivious to shit.
Well, that was the thing, right? Rita didn't know what was going on, but she was able to trick that guy into opening up a tab for a few days.
See, that's the difference, is that she clearly has street smarts. They're probably around the same, intelligence level.
Oh, I wasn't saying, she's light years smarter than him. I'm just saying, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You find out at the end that he hires Frito as the vice president, but, she probably would have been a more useful vice president than just first lady.
But, we all know the first lady is really running the show.
I mean, in Barack Obama's case, that is the truth. I don't know if Donald Trump's wife is really running the show.
I don't think anybody was running the show. It was the Donald Trump show.
Right.
4 years of that. Thank God it's over.
And I don't know who Joe Biden's married to, maybe the Crypt Keeper, but I doubt they're running the show.
Well, they're both really old. Anyways, we are off topic.
Yes.
They rearrest him after he escapes. They bring him to the White House, where they employ him, and Joe's like, but you need to water plants. Essentially, the only time water is being used in this future is to flush the toilet. He proposes that, but because this company that makes Gatorade bought the FDA and the FCC, they made it like a huge monopoly. They employed over half the country, and when they stopped watering crops with this Gatorade, stocks dropped to zero. Lots of people lost their job. They get really mad at Joe. They put him in like this monster truck thing where they're essentially trying to kill him.
Yeah, it's like the old Roman time with
like in the Colosseum.
gladiators and stuff.
Yeah.
But it looks like they've almost taken like monster trucks. And you remember like when they had those like robot fights you'd watch on TV? Because each of the monster trucks had like things on. There was like a screwdriver one. There was a jackhammer one.
I think it was just dick metaphors the entire time. Because the one on Joe's car was a floppy dildo.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, on the way there, Rita and Frito noticed that the crops are actually growing because they watered it.
Mm-hmm.
Why the crops are growing in 2 days, beyond me. I didn't know plants could grow that fast, but maybe they're mutant future plants.
Yeah, it's been 500 years. You don't know.
Yeah, okay, they could. Well, Joe's trying to, like, stay alive in this Colosseum. So Rita's like, okay, we need to show the people that the crops are actually growing, and Joe's like, he was right.
Mm-hmm.
So she tricks this cameraman to, like, take the camera out. She sends Frito out to do it.
To supervise, make sure it goes right.
Yeah. Which was a very good idea. They get distracted by a Starbucks, which is actually, like, a prostitute thing.
Which seems silly, but they're the ones with a naked mermaid as their mascot.
Yeah.
If you were going to turn any restaurant, Wendy's is like excluded, into, a prostitution-esque like rub and tug, I feel like Starbucks is the most logical.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they go in there. When they come out, the cameraman trips, the camera falls and, like, shows the plant, and then Frito, like, remembers, oh yeah, this is what I was sent out for.
Mm-hmm.
So they broadcast the plant to everybody in the Coliseum. The president's like, this guy was right, he got his pardon, we're not gonna kill him, we're not gonna send him to jail. The movie ends with Joe is now the president, Frito's the vice president, Rita's the first lady, and they have 3 intelligent children to help make the world a smarter place.
And then, like, Frito has 36 kids with his 8 wives.
Yes, but that's not important.
Well, I mean, it isn't, but, like, the hero's journey, where you start off, you have to finish in the first scene.
Yeah, okay.
First scene was really smart and made a lot of sense, where they show, like, a couple who are intelligent with high IQs, and they keep postponing having children.
Because it wasn't the right time to have children, it wasn't the right time.
It's like the economy was bad, didn't have the money, or, like, the world wasn't quite appropriate, and then they keep cutting to this, like, skanky lowlife in the trailer park, and the guy keeps having sex with, like, a bunch of different women. And it shows, like, a family tree where, like, he keeps multiplying, and then it's like, you find out that the Smart family, the husband died trying to make sperm.
Yeah, he had a heart attack while he was masturbating so they could do in vitro fertilization.
He died the same way Pierce Hawthorne died. Here's an interesting fact. How much would you think that this movie cost back in 2006?
I'm really bad at guessing these, so I'm either going to grossly overguess or severely underguess the price. $150,000?
You thought it cost $150,000 to make a movie?
I don't know how much it costs to make a movie. $1 million?
$1 million.
See? You see this, guys? You hear this? You hear the condescension in his voice.
It costs $2 to $4 million.
Okay, see?
Which is still so cheap. And if you noticed,
Did I not tell you I was going to fucking underguess?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, also, guess how much... Do you think the movie was a success, or you think it did poorly?
I'm going to say it probably did okay. Like, I've never actually heard of it, so I don't think it was that mainstream. But in 2006, I was also, like, 13.
Yeah, me too. The movie made less than $500,000 back.
Oh, so it did piss poor.
They're really bad. Not a lot of Luke Wilson fans out there, I guess.
I didn't even know Luke Wilson was Owen Wilson's brother. Even though we had a conversation about how there are 3 Wilson brothers, and I just forgot.
There's the Owen Wilson, the Luke Wilson, and the Andrew Wilson. Didn't the movie kind of feel like an extended YouTube video with the a special effects?
Yes, okay. It felt like a Doug Walker video.
It did. It's like a nostalgia critic. That's right. I always felt like, say what you will of Kevin Smith, but like if he has no money, you don't add any effects. You make it all dialogue or like slapstick funny. They shouldn't rely too much on it. Like I thought the movie started off really strong.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how they did the lead, follow, or get out of the way thing. And then he brings it back later on when he's telling them to leave, follow, or get out of the way. I remember the first time I saw it, it was with my buddy when I was a teenager. We watched it in his brother's bedroom basement.
Mm-hmm.
I only saw it the one time. Haven't seen it since. Do you feel like it's more relevant then or more relevant now? The way it comments on society and how everyone's getting dumber.
I really feel like it's more relevant now. You do kind of see it, especially going back to the Donald Trump thing.
How do you feel like that mirrors the movie though? Like with their president, is that what you're saying, or?
Yes, they riot in the movie. They actually rioted the White House when Joe was staying there after the whole no more Gatorade watering the crops situation.
Yeah, sometimes when they write movies, they write it in a way where they obviously want like money from companies. I wonder if this is an independent film because it only cost $4 million, and they must have gotten sponsorship from Carl's Jr.
Yeah,
That's obvious. Every other scene has a picture of Carl's Jr. The female character has a Carl's Jr. T-shirt on.
Yes, and there's even that one character who kept saying brought to you by Carl's Jr. Joe was like, why are you saying that? And the guy's like, well, they pay me every time I say it, so easy way to make money.
And see, you commented on like, oh, how would they find out? I could see that in like our reality, but I could just see it being so dumb where the guy just writes it down and calls him. He's like, "Yo, I said it 32 times," and then be like, "Okay, you said it 32 times."
Yeah, but see, like realistically, I could just call and be like, "I said it 157 times." I understand.
To lie means you're clever, and to be clever means you're not dumb.
I understand that.
Yeah.
That's coming from like this level of intelligence that we have, not this future where everybody's really dumb.
I thought for a movie based in the future, its vision of the future was pretty consistent. Like, I didn't feel like some characters were like super stupid and some were just kind of stupid. That like dumbness felt pretty consistent.
Yeah, it did.
I think one of my favorite scenes made me laugh was when he got arrested and the officer maces him. But he says what as he's macing him?
And yeah, every time he would say something, the officer would turn around, what, and mace him in the face again.
At the exact same time. And he would say something, what? And you're like, are you that dumb where you're not giving him a chance to like say something?
I had this thought. If Joe's supposed to be the smartest guy, wouldn't he realize after the second time this happened, maybe if I stop talking, he'll stop macing me in the face?
Well, Joe's not very smart. We didn't mention this, but the reason why he was selected for the program was because he was super average. They had all these graphs.
Yeah, and
blood pressure, this, that, the other thing.
Mm-hmm. Everything was just right average.
One could even say he was an average Joe. How much of the $4 million do you think Carl Jr.'s gave the movie?
Probably like a half? 2 million, 3 million maybe?
They show a Fox scene where
the background is Carl's Jr.
The stars.
Little stars, yeah.
We don't have Carl Jr. where we're from. I think that's an American product. Fast food joint.
Yeah. We're from Canada.
It was pretty obvious, and it's funny, made me laugh, made me think of Demolition Man, because in Demolition Man, the only restaurant, it takes place in the future.
Mm-hmm.
This guy gets frozen, he gets brought to the future. Different movie.
Oh my goodness.
It's not everyone is dumb, everyone's a pussy. And a criminal from the past comes to the future, and the criminal just destroys everyone. One, because everyone's so like docile and pussy-like that they have to unfreeze the cop from the past. But anyways, in that, the only restaurant that exists is Taco Bell. It's like a fine like dining restaurant.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of felt like they're trying to do the same thing with Carl's Jr.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I don't think fine dining would work very well in this universe.
No, I
can see what you're saying.
Yeah, I just mean like how it was like every restaurant they seemed to go to was Carl's Jr.
Or Starbucks.
Yeah, do you think, because obviously a lot of them were jokes, do you think they got money from Starbucks? Probably not, eh?
It's hard to say. They did say Starbucks a few times, so maybe Starbucks did give them some money.
But it was like so derogatory.
Yeah, so maybe not.
Like, I'm surprised Carl Jr. even did it. Like, they probably didn't read the script because it's like, oh yeah, in the future everyone's dumb and everyone likes Carl Jr. Oh yeah, sure.
But then again, publicity is publicity, so...
Do you think Mike Judge was butthurt when he didn't get the money from Gatorade? Because, like I said, there's a product in the film that they reference every third scene. It's their feet. Like, it's in the water fountains. It's they feed it to the plants, and they keep saying electric lights. And I'm wondering if that's why the film looks so shitty, because they were expecting more money like from Gatorade possibly, and they weren't down. In fact, they had to change the name from Gatorade to something else. Because what else do you say electric lights for if you're not referencing Gatorade or Powerade?
Yeah, no, I know. Because that's like the big thing for both companies. So that, you could be right.
Yeah, because at first I thought it was like a Mountain Dew replacement. And then I thought it was an energy drink replacement. And then I was like, oh, electrolytes, Gatorade. This film was directed by Mike Judge, who is the creator of Beavis and Butthead, The Good Family. We watched that one episode, the cartoon.
Yeah.
King of the Hill.
Okay.
He also did the film Office Space. He actually plays a character in Spy Kids as well.
Who's he in the Spy Kids movies? Because that's finally something that you reference that I'm like, oh, I know this.
It makes me sad that I listed off all those awesome TV shows and movies.
Well, I know King of the Hill, obviously.
I guess. That boy ain't right. He plays someone named Donegan Giggles? Oh, he plays that girl's dad.
Oh, okay. The bald dude.
Yeah, but he's in all three Spy Kids.
Okay.
So I guess she's in the first one without her dad, because I know she's only in the second. In the theatric South Park film, it ends with Kenny taking his hood down, and he gags, right? And he goes like, "Hey guys, thanks for being my friend," and he goes away, right?
Oh my god.
He voiced Kenny.
Talk.
Yeah, he voiced Kenny in the film.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know that Kenny could talk.
He can talk. He's muffled by his mask. I see you wrote down some notes regarding the film.
Oh god, don't make me read my notes.
Let's
They're
hear.
terrible.
You gotta read them verbatim.
Oh yeah, we're not doing that.
All right. So what did you write down?
Well, it opens with the definition of natural selection and how evolution, we're supposed to get smarter as we evolve, but that's not what happened.
Yeah.
They got more stupid.
Medicine keeps you alive. Even in the opening credits when they were showing that one guy who kept reproducing, at one point after his 40th kid, he does a stupid stunt and breaks his penis. But then the doctors say don't worry, with stem cell research we can fix your dick, and then he has more kids.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was just I was just learning down a lot of things that I feel like if this movie was made today, a lot of these things wouldn't fly.
Yeah, it's a segment we're trying to do on the podcast, is where we watch things a little 20 years ago or 10 years ago. Yeah, try to find certain scenes that wouldn't fly. It wouldn't. Yeah,
they're very dated.
What did you find so far?
They kept referencing the word fag and faggy a lot,
and
retard. Yeah. A lot of things were faggy, retard. It was not something that if this was made in the year 2021 would fly. It would just not fly anymore.
The joke in the movie is that they're so stupid that they would use that terminology. Mm-hmm. It's not like they're people just going, "Hey, fag this, fag that." It's the guy's retarded. Everyone here is super dumb. Intelligence
level is if you close your eyes and picture trailer trash, that's just everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody is just trailer trash.
Yeah, and he's just talking normally. He doesn't talk proper or anything, but they keep saying his speech is faggy.
Yes, because he's using proper sentences and stuff. I noticed that they did have it where people had barcode tattoos.
Yep.
Which is another thing that I see in a lot of movies and even books that reference the future, is that at some point they're going to want us to all have barcode tattoos to make identification easier.
Jess, you're holding your barcode tattoo right now.
Yes.
In your hand.
Yeah, I am currently holding my phone.
Yeah, they don't need that. They'll never do that because they don't need to, because we're paying money.
We carry our own tracking devices with us pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. They're thinking we can either spend our own money on the ink, or they'll go out and they'll spend $500, $1,000 on phones that we can just track them.
Yes, and the thing is that the phones are constantly listening to our conversations.
What else wouldn't fly nowadays?
The one military guy who set up this whole experiment.
Yeah.
He was very, very white. When he was putting Rita and Joe into the pods, he comes in and he goes, "All right, my niggas." And it's I'm not even sure if it's gonna fly with me saying this on the podcast.
And in case you're wondering, the joke is it's because he hung out with a pimp one night. And he's trying to sound like a pimp, I suppose.
Yeah, he picked up the vocabulary and he fell in love with the lifestyle.
I think there's nothing nowadays being a prostitute is called being a sex worker, and it's an empowering job for women because it's their body. One thing that's super not cool is being a pimp, and this woman was terrified of her pimp. Scared.
Oh, yes, that was a reoccurring thing where she was always worried that he was going to come get her, and Joe's like, "Look, he is 500 years in the past. There is no way he's coming to get you."
Yeah, he's brainwashed her. She's manipulated.
But yeah, she is so ingrained to be terrified of this guy that she's like, "He's going to find a way. I don't get him his money. He's going to find a way to find me."
Yeah, and the guy who says the N-word that Jess just mentioned, he says, when he's explaining the experiment, "I bought this lady off the pimp
for a year."
Yeah, so if this movie was made today, it wouldn't have been they probably wouldn't have used a prostitute, but it would have been I asked her for her consent to have her be a part of the experiment, or whatnot. Also, I feel if this movie was told today, it would be like Joanne. It wouldn't be.
Yeah, they would have had a strong female lead instead of a male lead.
And there would probably be less rub and tug jokes. They had every restaurant was rub and tug, and Starbucks it said latte,
hot
in
latte,
quotations, and then
full body latte.
yeah, so
There's another restaurant where it was something full release.
yeah,
You remember?
I remember that. Yeah,
Everything was just a sex joke.
I remember maybe it was gross. It was like a wing shack or something. I just remember thinking like, ew.
I think it was the Wing Shack. That
Yeah.
was the full release wings.
Yeah, for some reason, like picturing like someone getting jerked off like with someone with like barbecue hands, you know, because they're cooking too, right?
I don't know. Some people might be into that. You know, put some barbecue sauce on my dick.
Yeah, it smelled good for a bit. I wanted to bring up there was some really cool, not cool. There's funny sayings they had in the movie. They said "scrowed."
Yeah, a scrowed.
Yeah.
And I remember Kyle's like, they've said that a couple times now. What does that mean? And I'm just sitting here going, I think they've shortened the word for scrotum.
That one guy, Frito, he had his like Easy Boy was a toilet, and he had 17 screens going on. Do you feel like after watching that, like you might have caught in some things you do in your life that mirror the show that you might like? I know it's a movie, but like, do you feel that you're going to do things differently at all? Like me, like I'm not gonna do things differently, for example. But I remember like I like to have a lot of screens going on.
Yes, that's something I do too. I'll have like the TV going with like Netflix. I'll be doing something on my phone. I usually have a podcast or like music playing on my Google speaker.
And I always thought that was like maybe smart because I'm like listening to all these things at once, absorbing information. But yeah, it's just all just noise.
It's just kind of to drum out anything
Yeah.
intelligent thought you would have.
One thing I noticed that I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but I kind of created a sub story within the story. Okay.
Okay.
You know Frito, right?
Yes.
What did his ex girlfriend go on to be? He said she was a pilot.
Oh yes, yeah.
And this is dumb, I know, but there's a scene where
Oh.
yeah, you know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah, there's a scene where they catch up to the car that Joe was in. They had ditched it, but the cops all come up and they're like shooting the car down. And the one cop has like a rocket launcher, and instead of shooting the rocket launcher at the car, he shoots it up into the air.
Or it like just bounces off the car or something because they're just
No.
did not do that?
He full on shot it in the wrong direction.
Yeah, so then the airplane goes down.
Yeah.
And then Frito, like, obviously the joke is he's excited because it's like, oh, cool explosions, but I like to think he's like, that's my ex-girlfriend. That bitch is going down. And then later on, they go to a Costco, and it's a huge Costco. It's like the size of a town, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's supposed to be implied that the plane's been there for so long because no one cleaned it. But it's just like an airplane crashed in the Costco. So I like to think there's like an off-screen character who had a little story go on. You know, this lady, she dated Frito, she became a pilot, got shot down.
You know, she did.
Now she did. There's a spin-off of this.
Okay.
Which character do you think would be the breakout character? Which character, if there was going to be a spin-off, who would you want to be following?
Is the spin-off before or after the events of the movie?
After.
After?
Or, you know what? As I'm saying this, I still haven't read the article. I just see that in Wikipedia it says spin-off, and I see the character it's about.
See, I'm going to go right out and say that it was maybe Frito.
Sure, I can see that.
Or the president. I feel like those two got like the most screen time besides Joe and Rita.
Cruz has a bunch of Funny or Die sketches
Mm-hmm.
and like web series where it stars the president character. And it seems that they released it around the election time because like that's the most appropriate time. I wrote down in my notes Judge Judy because when he got to the judge was like a wrestler or something.
Yeah.
The same way that like the president was a wrestler, which I felt really mirrored Arnold Schwarzenegger, and just how like at one point Judge Judy was like the most paid TV performer. She was getting $1 million an episode.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she probably makes more now if the show's still on the air. What was your favorite scene? You don't know? I'll tell you my favorite scene.
Okay.
The scene where he goes to see the doctor and it's Justin Long was by far the funniest, most interesting scene to me. I liked how
that was.
The doctor walks in smoking a joint. And he's talking all like surfer guy, and he's like, "Bro, you're retarded. I'm sorry. It's all chill. My ex-girlfriend was retarded. It's not the worst thing." And then he doesn't have the armband, and it just blows his fucking mind.
Unscannable. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah. What was your favorite scene?
I think it was anything that had the president in it. Just really funny.
Yeah, I felt that was really like the part that Terry Crews was born to play. Just like a stupid, untalented.
Oh, am I like feeling some hate for Terry Crews here?
I don't like Terry Crews.
Oh, okay. I think we need to rethink this whole situation here, Kyle. Terry Crews, if you're listening, he is not worth it.
Terry Crews is not funny. Once Michael Clark Duncan died, Terry Crews swooped in and stole all his fucking roles.
Okay, I can see that, but I still like Terry Crews a lot. So
Well, you watch that terrible fucking show he's in.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a great show. It is hilarious.
It might be a grape show. I don't know about that. It's not a good
Oh my
show.
gosh. I'm gonna throw something at your head soon.
I noticed a few actors, which isn't surprising, but a few actors in the movie were actually actors in King of the Hill.
Okay.
Which makes sense because Mike Judge, right?
Yeah.
Just a few off the top of my head that I noticed was Stephen Root, the guy who played the judge.
Okay.
He plays Hank Hill's boss, Strickland, and he also plays Bill, like the saddest, dumbest friend.
Okay.
The one guy who kept saying "brought to you by Carl's Jr."
Yeah.
He's the voice of Dale, Hank's next door neighbor.
That's the sunglasses dude, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who smokes Manitoba cigarettes.
Okay.
That's the cigarette brand, fictional cigarette brand he smokes. And I think that's actually only two I noticed. This was like the first movie, or anything for that matter, that probably starred, what's her name?
Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
Maybe we can search her IMDb, but
Her Wikipedia is laid out in a way I don't like, so I can't. Oh, here we go. I mean, basically, she was in 50 First Dates. She was in Duplex. That's about it.
I liked that they had like a robot vacuum cleaner, and I just right away I was like, oh, there's a Roomba.
Yeah, they predicted the Roomba.
Yeah.
Yep. What'd you think of the movie? Did you ever watch it again? Did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad?
It was okay. Like I would watch it again, but it's like not something I would watch maybe more than like twice.
Yeah. Before we watch the PS scene, do you want to guess what rope, what string was not like finished? Like, what could it possibly be about?
I feel like now this is just going out on a limb here, and I'm probably way off, but It's probably Upgrade going to find that guy because she didn't come back.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go find this hoe. I'm gonna go find this hoe.